Feeling a little bit of that pressure.
Starzo has so much pressure coming his way, and same with Killers though. If you look at, if this keeps going its way, it's going to be a little bit of a fake out maybe towards that A site, and look where the spike is though. Look where Nats is going to be leaning. Bone Cold tries to explore and loses his life for it. First blood drawn. Defo going to take that title, and Starzo once again just starts feeling that notion that someone's just around the corner.
I think they're pausing for this flash here, so again with Starzo playing so close, he might actually be able to find a kill ahead of this. He will actually.
They went ahead of it. He did a little bit of damage, but they still stand, and there's going to be Killers slipping away towards CT. He has to try and catch this cross, but the spike's going to be on the site. He can't really deny that. There's a wide old flank coming in too. Keep that in the back of your mind. Zeke is going to be on the maddest of flanks. cned up towards heaven. Gambit locked into the site, and you're right. This gives Zeke a chance, and he gets it with both hands. Looking for the follow-up. Shados, he was lower HP earlier on. Zeke, what a time to find form as Ascend. Looking like they want to send that message home. Ascend are here. You see that brilliance being a constant threat to some, but bear in mind that Ascend just have that, I don't know what it is, the willingness to just try and try again. It looks like we'll try and isolate Nats here just very quickly. He's going to be dealt with. No one else is around though.
Starzo will actually wall off, but we know Gambit will now try and force their way through heaven. The paranoia is huge from Bone Cold. The first one gifted to him. Actually, we'll find a second as well. Shados falls. Keeler's there to find another. Clean as you like. The Starzo will actually take this engagement here.
And the scary thing is Zeke's tucked in towards hell as well. So Starzo can fall away, maybe sit like a little deeper. Just be careful. No one's going to explore too deep on that. I'm looking at this man on the screen right there, Zeke. How much more can he get done from this? Actually gets dropped on, and Defo just bullies down Starzo. Yeah, Bone Cold's alive, but he's got a time limit on his life, and he knows it. Gets aggressive, and that's the spike. Hold on. Oh, Bone Cold. I thought that shot was coming in, but time. 10 seconds now. There's still danger. They have to facilitate that cross, and Defo is defending it with his life. Gets Nats towards the site. The spike goes in, and Killers is on the ground level now.
Yes, left to deal with this spike.
That corner. Bring all the attention his way. He's playing a dangerous game. Defo is sharp today. The TP comes out. There's a confirmation of information. But Gambit can still paint this picture however they feel. And it looks like they're going to actually convert towards an A hit.
Trapwire actually a little deeper on rope, so cause some problems here. Zeke will pop the showstopper, try and find something in mid. He might actually find Redgar inside ropes. He will.
Redgar was none the wiser. And now here's the problem. Ascend! Shut them down at the entryway! Defo can get in here eventually. How much can he do though? 10 seconds. It ain't much to play with. Ascend! This banks a little on Defo here in this round. Understatement potentially. He's got it all to work with. In the meantime, cned gets aggressive, finds Chronicle, who's been a bit of the telltale sign, as you said.
Ascend happy to give up mid once again. That wall invested so deep on heaven that the contingency in place for Ascend is just fantastic, and they're going to be able to greet this. Defo tries to get something done. Ascend giving Gambit so much space to work with, but it equates to nothing.
Now they'll maybe get a spike plant, and that, I don't know how much beyond that. Let's see if there's anything interesting with the post plants, all towards the back of the site, and Defo trying to be the tip of the spear. Try and greet them with a smile, do some form of damage, some semblance of hope to be found in this round for Gambit, because they know this slow grind back is coming. Cena's found Redgar, down to Defo, and joined by Shados. Anything else in the tank? How much more can you bring? The answer looks like a resounding nothing. It's 4-2. But again, defensive-sided aggression, they're happy enough to give up some part of mid-control, but now without that wall in place, it's going to be a quick burst. Definitely going to try and lead the charge, but eats the flash. It's not good. Bone Cold actually took a second or two to punish it, but he still does. Swing back in from Starzo, keeps his nerve. And now you can see the pinch coming in, but it's being dealt with to perfection by Ascend. Two players still have to try and get past. Bone Cold still here! One bullet is all he needs. 3 to spare. You got any more? He finally runs out. As there's the final shutdown. Ascend are in full. Self on the line. There's so many players behind this wall. Bone Cold, you're surely going to get checked on. Didn't get seen. Yeah, he did. Finally, Gambit deal with him. That's the first step. And now the next layer, though. Can they still close in the gap here? cned forced to respect this. So much utility invested. Nats with the ult comes in as well. KJ ult comes down. Zeke still stands. Starzo on the back of the site. The spray towards main. And the spike's been lost.
They're going to try and recover this here. Starzo still back sight, and Starzo stands strong again. 33 HP now.
Oh, and the aim from cned comes in. It's a celebration from Ascend.
Bone Cold can just do Broman stuff. He can play spots like this. Another one way.
Look how, I mean, Sean must be loving this on the desk because it is a lovely display, but how much more can he do? Now, he knows that they haven't instantly sprung off the back of this, so there shouldn't be an over-rotation. That forward position should pay well here to maybe get the notion of what they're up to. It still looks like that 3-2 split towards B, but two players in middle here from Ascend. And Gambit, watch your answer now. You have the first pick, which you've not had often. Bone Cold.
I think they might have actually heard that. They're close enough to hear where...
Close flash. Close enough, yeah, he eats it, but he doesn't pull the trigger. He sits and waits, and he's just going to be turned into mincemeat. Defo makes it look easy. Light work!
What?
Zeke still gets away with 2. It's a 2v3. This isn't impossible. Killers and cned up in heaven. Drops down towards hell, looking for that pick. And oh, Killers gets 1. A 1v2. Have they even noted cned? It looks like they want a double face through by Pillar, and he's still going to keep his life for now. 22 seconds. He's doing everything he can in this scenario. Shados is low HP. Redgar still sitting pretty. Another fight! Oh, and a spray! Oh, and cned is just feeling it. Quick as ever. Just bottling brilliance. As now Gambit have to operate at the player deficit, investing the wall quickly just to try and deal with it. Zeke blocks Defo out of the sky. Who are Ascend, and where has this team been the entire time?
Another example, they bait in, cned takes that first peek, they think maybe there's one more layer behind this, the Sage Wall goes up, and Zeke's there to greet any aggression on the back of it. Now they can pivot away. Gambit left scrambling for an answer. They might try and find something towards A here. But already Zeke preemptively rotating this direction. 3v5 for Gambit here. Bone Cold and Zeke on the other side of this smoke, Lauren.
Gambit are desperate for this. They need a little more here. Give them some leverage, and Bone Cold gives them nothing. Fades away, doesn't want to give up too much. Nats is now trying to close the gap, but he gets hindered on approach. And Bone Cold is just buying time, pulling rotations over. And Nats has been slowed down. He can't have the impact he wants to drop down. He gets it. Good work from Nats. Trying to create some space. cned looking to fill the void though. Ooh, and a bit of a miss and a half. Nats with the punish. If he has to do it single-handedly, he will. And that spike's on the way over. There's 2 players now towards watching this site. Zeke, position noted. Starzo's timing couldn't have been better. Sure. Let's see it. Let's see if there's anything to this. And Defo just gonna have to let it rip. Do any sort of damage. That's a great start. Huge impact from Gambit. And finally they switch it up. Finally they look for a new option. Leaving Starzo, Killers, and cned behind on this one. Spike plant gonna go down. Now they can invest that late round utility for the post plant.
Both res difficult here for Starzo. They have to get some control back here if they want to try and invest that. But also, they could just hold on. They could just make sure that everybody falls on the side of Gambit in this round. They'll try to force back through, but the snake bite going to slow things down there. cned finds ahead.
Oh, cned, maybe there's still a bit of a chance on this one. Time is going to be dwindling. There's the res coming in though. Redguard doesn't want this to happen. He's going to find more. Chronicle by his side. It's a thrifty.
So much of the early rounds just given up for free. At least a slight adjustment in formation here. Defo quickly through ropes, and actually a deep lockdown. Cut off both heavens. And the alarm bot makes me feel as if they're going to drift towards B on the back of that.
But the spike could be in danger. I'm waiting to see if they actually press the corner. cned still finds Defo, and the spike's gone down. Nats is on rotation. cned needs to just fall away to the side. They've won the fight. That was the integral one. Nats trying to keep it together. There's still another target out there, though. And there's cned still trying to connect towards heaven. He's trying to buy time, protect Starzo here, because Nats is desperate to get that spike back. And it's a battle on 2 fronts, as Nats is trying to play this patiently, allow time for the player Shados to come over. Couldn't adjust quickly enough, but still good damage done. Seeker's going to come out, and cned looks to get maybe a little ahead of that.
Give them an idea. Chronicle actually springs on the back of it. Somehow finds Keyless and Zeke. cned, the last man standing for Ascend here. And the Seeker will confirm it as they hightail it towards A. But another round, it's cost them so much on the way in. Ascend make it so difficult.
You say it like cned's not going to win this.
Do you think he does?
You ever seen cned with nothing to lose?
And a Blade Storm.
Yeah. but Shados and Chronicle.
Please
Chronicle's
close this round out.
Chronicle has normally been the safe pair of hands. cned doesn't care. He's crossed. Gonna double dip, have a little look. Yeah, turret no more. Poor old Tommy's gone, but it's probably gonna be Chronicle here with a shot to the side of the brain. cned's been given a lot of freedom to move. One shot left in the mag. And no one noted early on. Bladestormer's back up, drops down. Looks for the way across. Gets a glimpse and he gets the frag! And a player with nothing to lose. cned, can you find it in the time? 11 HP. Tries to draw him closer. He tries to pull him in. Chronicle, he's not going to fall for it. He holds his nerve. He's trying to give Gambit a window, a chance, something to play with. And Gambit will walk away at least with the bare minimum now. So lingering around that B side. Defo trying to really sell it on this. Surely they ask questions now.
The wall on B main, if they shoot that, that's going to tell us everything they need to know.
Defo! Huge impact, impeccable work. He sold them an absolute fake and a half. And Zeke going to try and close in with that judge, but it looks like it's done for. Gambit pull out the fake just as they needed it here.
Well, I guess the success of all that conditioning, as soon as that adjustment comes on that A site hit with the Cosmic Divide, Ascend bite.
And this one step to
bottom mid. Gambit playing pretty deep here. You can see all of A main giving up. The utility going to make sure of that. And almost a willingness to fight for B male here.
Yeah, Shadows needs to back away quickly because Defo got out of there. Now the flash comes in, going to be forcing them further back, and now the hit looks like it wants to filter on through. Fountain on down. It's going to be Defo who just gets Rover run. Bone Cold just straight up fights through him. What are these kills? Ascend. Just powerful in approach. Shados and Chronicle playing through from CT, but it's 4 to find. It ain't going to be easy now. Spike down, the time in their side. Zeke looking for it, and he gets it. Ascend. Ooh, really aggression. 2 players leading this way. And actually, cned bests Shados? They've got to know there's more as well. The wild spray actually will claim cned's life. But look at the response in kind.
So
it's quick.
Through ropes.
They're straight up through ropes. They really want to punish this, maybe aggression or maybe players out of place. No one's going to offer them a free kill here. And here's the swing. Red guard. This could be everything. Timing could be great. Actually, a decent trade for Starzo. Next in line, Defo's gone down. And Nats is trying to keep this together. The one player that's left is Killers. Rifle to hand and a CT push in mind. He knows where Nats is. Maybe a further step towards Chronicle. A fight on one and a loss. Chronicle, they feel it can be a little exploited, and it looks like they're going to go straight in towards this. Isolate if they can! And Shados greets him with a smile. Sends Zeke right on back. Defo still trying to do the dance, and he comes out on top. And now just 2, make it 1. Killers with nothing to do but die, and Gam to do. And now you add this into the mix. Okay, well, mid suddenly a little less available. And that's give away that he's here, but he's still... Wait, what? Zeke wins that? Yeah, everyone's coming back to mid. They're like, oh. What? Okay, that changes how this round plays out. Mid's suddenly available, and these rotations are getting cut off from each other. There's the Owen Vista, so they know exactly where these players are going to be waiting. Defo, got to be careful now. There could be something waiting down those depths, and there is. It is cned. However, it is a look towards that B side, but we know the utility setup is good from Chronicle, but can he keep it in check? Yes, he absolutely can. Defo by his side finds Zeke, and now Chronicle want to get aggressive on this, but look where the spike's going. It's heading straight towards A.
Defo being positioned here almost has a good idea of exactly what's going on. Starzo does have the res, but as we can see on the minimap, none of those attainable right now.
They're getting aggressive.
They have to. Gambit have the man advantage here, and they have the lockdown. They need to prevent that from being used here.
Defo knows it, though, keeping this in the forefront of his mind. Showing attendance, Starzo sprays him wildly, he gets 1! Red Guard's fallen, and now they back away. That's what they wanted. They wanted that 1 pick, and now they could have unleashed. Starzo playing by Pillar, looks towards heaven. There's that lockdown coming on through. What do they do with this? 10 seconds.
This is so late, though.
You're not wrong. This is wrong. Oh, cned, you're playing with fire, and Defo's going to punish Starzo, though. Back to the side, back to the wall, quite literally. And he's got to be careful. Isolates 1, and now the 1v1. He loses out to Defo, but the timing is all theirs. Everyone else is getting theirs coming through now. Defo looking to be proactive towards middle, though. And cned's already threaded a little early, getting ahead of this.
I think even if Gambit win this, the next round leans in favor of Ascend. Even if it's an eco, I MAÇI
Pretty
had
sure he's been
presented there,
noted.
Defo has to dash away.
Yeah. The risk reward maybe tilting towards the risk side as we look towards this B piece again, though. The rotations are correct from Gambit. They're going to have their players here. They're going to probably have 4 players in attendance, and Defo trying to push up. He's got
This is awkward.
Red
The flash
here,
through.
flash, and it's going to be a delayed push. Wait, what? Zeke and Starzo deny Defo and Redgar's aggression. Zeke takes the site. He's got the showstopper in hand. He's looking for any target, and he finds one. Nats is obliterated, and the site is now going to be under Ascend control. Spike surely to be planted, and Shados and Chronicle can say nothing in this matter. Shados does find Killers, but is there a world in which they can even find an avenue?
No way.
No way, they're out. They're out.
They have to be. This is Ascend on 11. Like I said, the next.
But you're right, this is the buy that we have to look at. This has to stop Ascend's build back into this if you want Gambit to close back into this game. And I feel like it was inevitable they'd be able to get there, but now cned instantly puts himself in this. Redgar on the back lines looking to do damage, but it's just a Spectre. As much as he can try and fight, it's still not much to bring through. Chronicle only good for 1. And Nats with the Spectre again, still tucked in the corner. cned, he falls, and Nats still stands.
I don't know how Nats just won that with a Spectre versus cned at that range, but Defo also going to find Bone Cold. We're going to get ahead of this. Keyless will respond though. A 2v2 presented. Keyless gets tagged up.
They're digging in so deep right now. Starzo though! Take a 1 round away now. Gambit, everything they could purchase. 2 rifles, a Bulldog, and 2 Spectres. Light armor as well. It's not pretty, but Gambit are known to go against the odds. But right now, Ascend are playing out of their minds. Keyless checked on early, tries to play safety. Defo wants to close that gap. He wants to be the one to make the difference. And all he feels is the full force from Keyless. And now they're out of positions, they're out of sorts. Shados, what'd you do with this? He's talking to Sewer.
Might even get caught, but cned
Oh
will.
my god, cned's just unleashed as well. So they've now opened up that A site. This instantly dwindles Gambit's numbers down to 3. Nats, Redgar, and Chronicle. How do you hold on to this? The ult comes in, the information free-flowing now. Chronicle tries to walk up. It's going to be Zeke and Starzo on the other side. They're keeping their composure. They're going to try and play him through heaven. Nats is on the other side of this, but all he has is that Spectre. He's already seen 1 pass. cned finds 1. It's all on Redgar now. And this is what it comes down to. 1 more man to stand, and Redgar,
30 seconds left.
all the hours you've put in, thousands upon thousands, is down to a 1v4, and it's done! Ascend are your Valorant Champions winners! The first of their kind to etch their names in the history books. And they did it in the shadows, surprising so many. And they've worked so hard.
This is really the second coming of this roster. We saw a dip in performance, a dip in form, and what a time to come back online here. Toppling Gambit, who have just looked dominant, even in the round, even in the series that they drop a map here and there. They show comeback, they show resilience, and Ascend squash that here in the grand finals.